Stop! The sales are not your friend. They are there to trick you into spending money that you do not need to spend on things you do not need and do not want. But don't worry, guys and girls, I am here. We're going to get through this together. We are going to get through some steps together and make sure that we are not doing those impulse buys. There is going to be a lot of temptation in January for sales, and it's also one of the longest months with about 1,623 days in it. So it is going to be a tricky one. So let's work through some ideas on how we can avoid the impulse purchases, the difficulty of the month, and avoid those extra spends. This is exactly why I've signed up for another no buy year, and like I've said, I probably did more of a low buy year than a no buy. I'm definitely going to do a no buy year this year because I really need to save the money and stop spending on things that I don't need. I'm just filming at the minute a wardrobe declutter, and a lot of the things that I'm decluttering are things that I have bought on impulse in the last couple of years, which is quite alarming really, and I don't like the idea that I am buying things that I'm either not wearing or doesn't suit me because I'm impulse purchasing. So that I need to curb. I will leave a link if you want to do a no buy year to how to do that successfully, because you really need to set yourself up for success with that one. So it may have started already, but have you received 1,000 emails telling you about the sales that are about to start? If you have, then we need to go back through the last month of emails and unsubscribe from any email newsletters that have sales attached to them, or that are any retail companies you want to unsubscribe from. It's going to remove that temptation to click on the links. So get ahead and stop that temptation. One of my biggest downfalls is definitely social media. It's seeing all the people with their lovely outfits, their outfits of the day, their outfit recommendations, which is great, and then it makes me want to buy random stuff thinking that I'm creating that outfit, but it's not necessarily an outfit that suits me, it's not necessarily something that I need or that works with my style. And yeah, so I need to now go through and unfollow anybody that is going to give me poor advice on outfits that I do not need. So go through your app, go through your social media accounts and unfollow, or you can also mute the stories and the posts if you want to just do that for a month so that you can come back to them, and then when you've finished a no buy month or you've got through the January sales, you can then feel a little bit more in control. You could then follow them again. It still keeps them on the list of people that you're following, but you're just not seeing the posts and the stories regularly. I've also got a few apps on my phone that are for different retailers, so I am actually going to go through, I'm going to uninstall. So I definitely know I've got a couple of apps on here. I'm going to uninstall them so that I don't have easy access to the apps, because it's too tempting then to click on and click through different items and see what's going on. How are we doing so far? I feel like I've already made a good start in getting rid of some of the things that are going to tempt me in January and in the sales. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press subscribe and press the bell for notifications so that you know when I upload the next video, so you can keep track of either decluttering or minimalism or my no spending. Right, let's get back to it. I feel like there's more to do. So whilst I'm going through apps and websites, I think I'm going to take off any banking details from my account so that it's not an automatic click. You know, like when you go on Amazon, etc., and all your details are already stored, I'm going to take it all out so that it makes it that little bit harder to make a purchase. It's that little deterrent, and it's enough for me on most occasions for me to not want to bother going to get my purse and get my card out and then type it all in. It does make it harder. I'm going to take off all my banking details so that I can get rid of those really impulse buys. Another pitfall, we have so many, is the middle aisle of the supermarkets. So I used to be an Aldi shopper where there is middle aisles, but what's quite helpful is that I can do all my shopping around the outside without going down the middle. But it's a little bit harder in Tesco. Tesco very much have middle aisle stuff everywhere. I definitely need to avoid any kind of off-topic items when I'm food shopping. So in future, I'm going to make sure that I have my list, which I'm doing really well at so far, is having a list when I go food shopping, and if it's not on the list, it's not in the basket or in the trolley. And when I'm food shopping, I'm only going to go food shopping. I'm not allowed to buy other things. And the same goes for if I'm buying non-consumables, so like clothing and homeware. I need to have it on a list. If it's not on the list, it doesn't go in the basket. I need to know exactly what it is I need for my home. I'm not just going to buy randomly, off the shelf, off the cuff. It needs to be something that I've thought about for a little while, put it on a list, and then shopped around for it. So that I know that I'm getting the best price and I know that it's something I need. And so that I don't spend any money, not a penny, in the sales, I'm going to transfer money straight away into my savings account as soon as I'm paid, so that I am not tempted. It's an easy access savings account, which does mean that if I need it, I can access it. But it's that temptation. If it's in the main bank account, it's so easy to just click and pay. But if it's in another account, I've then got to faff around transferring it. And so again, it's another deterrent to stop me spending. And next, I really need to think about what I'm saving for. If I don't have a savings goal and know what I'm saving towards, it's very hard for me to keep motivating. I have said that I'm trying to do the 100 envelope savings challenge. So this is my savings challenge for being able to get a puppy. Fingers crossed. I mean, it might take me 2 years, but I'm fine with that. I just need to have something that I'm saving for, a purpose. Otherwise, it's too easy to lose track and it's too easy to not be motivated. It could be that if you've got debt, you might want to focus on clearing debt. So you could save a chunk and then pay off a chunk of debt. That's a really great way. I did that when I was clearing my debt first of all, like for my car, hire purchase car, etc. It just meant that I could pay lump sums off and save some money on some interest. And it's definitely a weight lifted when it's cleared, for sure. I feel a bit more ready now for the Boxing Day sales, although they do start early, don't they? They start about now. Probably on Sunday, on Christmas Eve. You know what they're like. But I will not be defeated, and neither will you. We're absolutely going to make through all 473 days of January, and we'll get to the other side. I shall be back for more videos soon. Take care. Bye.